Ahoj, já vás zdravím u dalšího streamu ze hry Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Konečně se tady pustíme do dalších kampaní, a to do příběhu z DLCčka v Red of the Druids.
So glad to see you.
Takže teď uvidíme, co nás bude vlastně následovat. Máme tady Hrodgara, tak se ještě podíváme, jestli tam můžeme nějakou zbraň vylepšit.
I would like to see what you...
That one's pretty good. I feel like a proud father. Look how strong you are. Is that what you want?
A vylepšíme tady tu lagertinu sekeru.
This will serve you well.
No,
Done for now.
To zatím tak nějak stačí, to už pak průběžně třeba za kamerou zpravovat. My se tady pustíme dál do příběhu, který tady je. Poputujeme do Irska, do krásné země, hnedka kousek od Anglie.
Perhaps you can aid me in locating Hytham.
What is your purpose with him?
I have brought a sampling of goods from Ireland. That is, if I can bring my ships to dock.
Azar! I see you've met Eivor Wolfkist.
Ah, so you are Eivor. In fact, I bring you a message from Ireland.
I know no one in Ireland.
The letter is from Dublin's king. Sadly, I seem to have misplaced it.
The King of Dublin. Why would such a one write to me?
He wishes to expand trade to England. The purpose of my bringing goods here.
Azar is from the east, but lives in Ireland now. But in matters of trade, Azar, your king should petition Randvi.
He claims to know Eivor. He asked me to accompany you on the trip there.
I know no king, and I'm certainly not about to journey to Ireland.
But first, Azar, you must build a trading post. In fact, where is your trade ship?
Ah, yes. An unfortunate incident, most concerning. Trading rivals have blocked the river and thus my goods.
A blocked river hurts all Ravensthorpe. Stay. I will put things right.
As you see, Eivor is a person of action. Find me later, when the river is safely clear.
Of course, my friend. I thank you, Eivor. I will find the king's letter in the meantime.
You keep insisting that I know an Irish king. It is a fantasy. What manner of king is it that sends me letters from...
Takže ano, čeká nás tady blokáda. No, tak jo. Jdeme tedy vyčistit naši řeku od...
To the Swan Road!
Pardon.
Run up the sail! will share a tale?
Quiet a moment, and listen to my tale of the king in the east, who showers gold upon his warriors from Norway and Gautland. He be named Basil of Greece, the Jarl of all Jarls, and even his bathing tub is forged of gold. But such wealth draws envy. Every day, his Jarls and Thanes plotted for his life and lands, using poison, arrows, and blades. Basil lived in fear. One day, Basil was bathing in his golden tub. Naked, Basil leapt out a window and into the streets. There, he met by chance a warrior and trader on the Gauts. The just warrior saved the naked man from the attackers. Grateful, Basil gave this man gold and made him his chief thane.
Tak tady nám začíná blokáda, jak
But
můžete
it is a
vidět.
poor leader that lacks loyal warriors. So they formed the Varangian Guard to serve as Basil's loyal retainers, paying men from Gaul, Druids.
Here's the blockade to be cleared.
Then take you.
Tak, to by byla jedna část blokády, ještě nás čeká na druhé straně. Krásně užít plameny. zrušena.
Trading rivals are defeated. The river's clear. Now we'll see about this so-called King of Dublin.
Vrátíme se tady zpátky za Azarem.
Sail out!
You soft souls. Got a story?
There was a woman called Nal who came by ship to Fornburg and Herald, demanding to meet King Sigvald, Styrbjorn's father. Nal was from Gautland. She was tall and rugged and strong, and everyone who walked near her said she smelled of men's blood. When her message was sent to our king, Nal was made to wait a full day. Yet she did not complain. She watched the waves and sang songs. Night came and went, and still Nal sat by the shore of the fjord singing her songs. She skipped rocks with children and smiled. As the afternoon of the second day approached, King Sigvald's messenger reappeared. They spoke quietly together. At last, the messenger stood back and waved to some men nearby. 3 men bearing 3 chests of silver approached quickly. They set the chests of silver in Nal's ship and stood back. Then Nal stepped forward, swinging a large, bloodied sack before her. Nal opened the sack and emptied it on the shore. 7 pairs of hands tumbled to the ground. Nal then mounted her ship and sailed away.
Tady vidíte, máme 2 stejné lodě už. Jedna vlastně na ty raidy, druhá právě na ten příběh. Tak, skočíme za tím Azarem, zjistit, co se tam nového děje. Ale tady postavíme ještě jednu sochu.
Azar, the river's clear, save for a few bodies and sticks. Your goods will get through.
Your reputation comes honestly then, though I am not sure about the name Wolf-Kissed.
The scar on my neck.
Ah, my Viking name would then be Azar One-Eye.
Thank you, Azar One-Eye. My men will help construct your trade post.
Then I am twice indebted to you. If ever you change your mind about Ireland, I will be found in the trade post, once built. Oh, and I found your letter. Here.
Tak, podíváme se na dopis, co nám psal irský král. Dobře, takže Barret.
My cousin Barith is alive and king of Dublin. The not near never failed to delight.
Eivor, are you prepared to go to Ireland?
Assar, you did not tell me the king was my cousin.
It was most amusing this way, was it not? A little mystery.
I prefer to know what is what. But it was a pleasant surprise.
He's eager to see you. Shall we set sail?
Yeah. I would like to see this land. And my cousin Barith.
Tak, teď nás čeká tedy cesta do Irska za naším cousintem, myslím Street, nebo něco, bratranec, nebo tak něco, Baridem, který je vlastně král Irska, nebo aspoň podle toho, co tam bylo napsané, takže podíváme se, co nás tam čeká. Ještě nás potom, nám potom zbyde poslední DLCčko a to už je vlastně proti bohům severu, takže tam potkáme možná Odina proti sebe, nebo si za něho budeme hrát přesně. Nevím, to poslední DLC jsem tak nějak nekoumal, protože už vlastně v té době jsem hrál Assassin's Creed, ještě před, když jsem to streamoval poprvé, pak se to smazalo, protože spoustu vlastně věcí podléhalo nějakým sankcím od YouTube, takže tohle všechno šlo pryč. Musel jsem to nahrát celé znova a rozhodl jsem se právě pro tuto hru, že to zkusím na 100% tu hru dohrát, což v některých případech se mi nedaří, jelikož jsou tam úkoly, kdy vlastně chyba animu a vy tam musíte přeskákat nějaké ty kostky, kde prostě hodně často skočím třeba vedle, nebo i když dopadnu tam, jak bych měl, když jsem se třeba vyloženě na tohle díval, na jiné video někdy na YouTube, nebo takhle jsem si četl články. Když skočím na správné místo, kde bych měl dopadnout, kde cosi, tak mě prostě se udělá nějaká chyba a vy vlastně musíte to znovu zkusit. Jo? A takhle se to třeba opakovalo 10krát, takže budu muset hodně nějak přijít, jak to obejít, jak to prostě přeskákat, tak jak potřebujeme a v tom je docela problém. V každém případě, když se mi to povede, tak potom tady budou videa, sidequesty, kde právě ty vedlejší úkoly všechny, nebo aspoň ty hlavní, budou dávané bokem zvlášť mimo livestream, kde to bude i sestříhané, takže se na to můžete podívat. Já se aktuálně teď dívám vedle sebe, protože jsem dneska koupil novou klec pro potkany. Máme 2 samičky, Everest a Sky, tak je pojmenovala naše Ellie. A ta klec je větší, kde si co se tak se s ní furt seznamují, furt lítají nahoru, dolů, doleva, doprava, prostě skáčou mezi vlastně druhým patrem, no, tak to vypadá zajímavě. Tak máme tady už nějaký povídání, tak toho nechci moc kecat. Azar už vyprávěl, že tahle země je zelená a že to je jeho adoptivní svět.
How is it that Barith, as north as ice, is king of Dublin?
Dublin is a Viking city, Eivor. But in fact, merchants and beggars come from all parts to parade in its muddy streets.
Hard to think of Barith as king of a city.
It perhaps sounds grander than it is. Ireland has many kings. They litter the countryside, and Barrett's throne is not secure. Flann Sinna calls the tune.
Who's he?
Soon to be crowned High King of all Ireland. Flann distrusts Vikings, though he needs them.
Barith will find a way. As a boy, he wasn't much of a fighter, but somehow always came out all right.
I'm sure what you say is true. Certainly, he is loved by his people.
Tak jo. Vítejte ve městě Dublin, hlavní město vikingů a v podstatě i Irska.
Your crew can find lodging here. Come, let us find Barith.
Eivor! Blood of my blood! Look at you! You have Anthrosta's cheekbones! And you, the 7-year-old lives in you still.
It has been a long stretch since we pelted old Ganfrid with apple cores.
He never forgave us that.
And Sigurd in the clan? How goes with all?
There's much to tell you, Barith. But let me breathe your Irish air.
Thank you for keeping my ports from being set ablaze in my absence.
My ports? Yes, old man. I can rule my city even without you here. Eivor, you arrive in good time. I'm hosting a feast in honor of my son, Sigfrid. He is 17 today.
A 17-year-old son.
And rather a difficult boy at that. Come, there's much to show on the way to my castle.
A kingship, a son, and a castle. Truly, you have a fine life, Barith.
Castle? It is a wooden house. Finely crafted, to be sure, but in Shiraz, it would be home to a middling rug merchant.
Lead me to your rock merchant's wooden hovel, Barith.
Just look at her docks. Wee babe of a city, but the biggest port in all Ireland.
You cannot appreciate Irish air without enduring the stench of our docks.
It is upon the strength of this port I plan to secure my kingship.
Assar told me that your throne may not be entirely steady.
King Flann needs some persuading is all. Dublin's vast trade web will bring wealth to all Ireland. If Flann can be made to see that, my kingship and that of my children's children will be safe.
I cannot guarantee your throne, but a vast trading web is within my power.
No one else I'd trust my commerce to, old man.
You let him call you that?
I call him worse things.
Barith, my king! I still owe you a horn of ale.
This is where I leave you.
Don't miss the banquet.
I'll be there shortly.
Barith, my mighty king.
Aoife, this is my cousin, Eivor. Show him the bow I had you make for him.
This is for me? The craftsmanship is beautiful.
Me best work. Give her a try. Hit the targets before the sand runs out. Think you can get them all?
Of course I will. Stand ready to be astonished.
Aren't you the confident one? Sure, I'll be embarrassed for you if you shat on the eggs.
Watch my arrows fly.
I certainly will. Go!
a very nice bow. Thank you, Barith.
Steps off the boat after a long sea voyage and shoots like a master.
Tak jo, máme nějaký irský speciální luk, který se hodně rychle střílí.
Well done, Gussin. Wait, is that a house of God?
Aye, Christ's own church. Ireland is mostly Christian now, and so is Dublin. Many Norse chew the wafer.
You make a place for them?
Them? I myself have a place in Christ's house, as I do in the house of Thor. So long as a god has my back, he has my altar.
Takže z toho, co jsem pochopil,
I
tak
built this
vlastně...
city up from rubble. 20 years ago, us Vikings were beaten. The Irish took revenge and sacked Dublin.
Asa told me that it's a Viking city.
Norse founded it, and I nursed it back to health. When I became king, I was king of a mud pit. There, up ahead, my home. My only regret is that my mother and my wife aren't here to greet you. They've gone on pilgrimage to the mountains just now. The waters there improve mother's health. I am left to discipline my wayward son.
And to host a banquet.
Which should be already underway.
Takže jo, tohle bude teda jeho síň, nebo jeho... Ne, královská hala, královská síň.
Barith, fodia!
Kde Barith má vlastně svého syna, s kterým teď bude 17 let.
Here we are. Please go enjoy yourself. I must have a word with my son. Come meet him before the night's out.
Hey!
Ty jsi chtěl za obra, prosím tě.
Hi. Enjoying yourself?
It's great crack. It's a fine thing to celebrate future King Sigfrid.
I'm curious. How do you feel Barith has done as king?
Oh, he's done a lovely job, he has. Likes to throw feasts. Invites us common folk. More host than king, perhaps, but he's a fine man, and the city has never been busier.
Jinak chci se vám ještě, než budeme pokračovat, omluvit, že vlastně druhá premiéra ve FIFA dneska už večer nebyla. Trochu jsem to nestíhal, byli jsme právě s přítelkyní od dětí pryč, právě pro tu novou klec, tak jsme se stavili ještě v KFCčku.
Can I ask, what is your life like in this city?
Well, there's a fair amount of work, isn't there? Hauling crates, shoveling muck. I'm a tanner myself. Long days stripping hides and dousing them in cow piss. You can probably smell the stench.
I can. Enjoy the feast, friend.
You as well.
No a tam vlastně ještě jsme někde tak pozastavovali po obchodech, takže nakupovali oblečení a jedno s druhým. Takže i z toho důvodu už jsem nestihl uploadovat vlastně FIFU. Zítra vám to vynahradím, takže zítra byste měli mít dvě premiéry. Jednu právě odpoledne kolem 3 hodiny a druhou večer, nebo v podvečerních hodinách. Abych vám se revanžoval, tak to samé uděláme třeba si v úterý, kdy opět budou dva uploady, 2 streamy. Zítra akorát Assassin's Creed bych udělal jelikož mám mám odpolední směnu, tak Assassiny můžete čekat někdy kolem třeba 10. 9. hodiny dopoledne. Opět na live streamu, tady na mém kanále YouTube. A my se teda posunou dál do příběhu.
I was not sure if I would see you here.
Why is that?
I thought you'd rather take stock of your wares than placidly observe caterwauling Vikings.
And you would rather spend time with this gossiping auntie?
I know few people here, and of them, I know you are the one who is always ready with a sweet anecdote.
I do have some information you may find interesting. Siegfried's stomach doesn't agree with cheese. Had an accident about it last week. The embarrassing, bed-changing kind.
He shat himself?
Mortifying for a lad of that age. The kind of thing that would devastate him in front of his comrades, if one needed ammunition.
Thank you, Azar. Your company is always enlightening.
Tak jo, děkujeme Azare a my se jdeme teda podívat za králem Baridem.
Siegfried! I expect my son to act like the future king, not roll in the muck.
So Flan will take you on as his farting court jester?
Think with your head and not your arse. Flan can assure my throne, which will one day be yours.
That makes you the arse.
Enough! Eivor, my son, Siegfried. I'm sorry, I must clear my head. Could you speak to the boy?
Only shitbirds mock their father under his own roof.
Right. Because the cousin who just arrived has the authority over how I speak in my own home.
In Norway, you'd be knocked to the ground by now.
Come on then. If you've any guts worth respecting.
Fine, whelp.
You won't land a single punch.
Tak jo, tady se dostat přes černou. Tomu říkám oslova narození, když oslavenec dostane přes hubu. Nice.
I guess I owe you thanks for not beating me bloody.
I'm not here to quarrel with you, Siegfried.
Da speaks so highly of you. I wanted to see if you lived up to the stories.
Does anyone? A visit to Norway might do a young Vikinger like you some good.
I'd love to go with Da. Maybe the homeland would kindle his warrior spirit. Give Dublin a fair and fearsome king.
You are unhappy with how your father rules.
Da has the makings of a fine king, but he chooses to play the unctuous merchant instead.
I've lost track of your father. Any idea where he might be?
He wanted to clear his head. That means he's visiting grandfather's grave. Da has a chat with him almost every day.
Barith can commune with the dead?
No. His conversations are all one-sided. The grave sits at the top of the hill.
I'll find him. Thank you, Siegfried.
Eivor, teach me how to hit like that sometime.
Takže jo, jdem najít tedy Barida. Podle toho, co tam vidím za 84 metrů, tak by tam měl být i nějaký problém. Je tam je hlášená revenge, tedy odplata za nějakého našeho padlého bratra, takže si myslím, že
Let's see you, old friend. Barith. Why so uneasy?
A king must forever be on guard. When I'm upset or uncertain, I come here to seek my father's spirit.
I didn't even ask after him. Somehow I knew he'd...
Some years ago, he was destined to die in battle, and he did.
He sits with Odin now. My family owes yours a solemn debt.
That winter, your family came to stay with us. I remember your birth, screaming like a warrior.
The plague year. No one would take us in. No one but your mother and father. I owe your family my life.
And what a life we had. I have fond memories of you and I slipping out to hunt.
In dead of night. Stars in the sky, moonlight on snow. And that's how I got that scar.
I do feel bad about that. What about the one on your cheek?
This? A caution from the gods about my vanity.
Come. If we tell all our stories, we'll be here a week.
Do you see something?
My imagination run amok, but let us away. Funny how just the slightest noise sets a...
Viděl jsem tam asi dobře, ale...
My Thor's hammer back.
Bylo to jak nějaký vlk nebo něco.
Not as spry as the old days, eh? When we'd search the night in hopes of catching a will-o'-the-wisp.
Did we catch one? I have a memory of catching one.
yourself. What?
Hey, wait! Who were they?
My ascension to the throne has not been without contest. The previous king's son, Thorstein, is resentful.
You told me nothing of this.
You are my guest. I'm not going to burden you with petty concerns.
Petty concerns. I now know why you've been anxious all evening.
Aye, 'tis worrying. He's never been so bold before.
He sees you as a usurper to his throne.
Perhaps, but he doesn't seem to want to take it. He contents himself by stealing and smuggling with his band of ruffians. It's petty Viking raiding, but it puts me in a bad light with Flan. That's certain. Keep a sharp watch. Brigands rove the streets tonight.
You can be sure of me, my king.
Aha, takže tady se snaží zabít krále, nějaký jiný princ, nebo takhle jsem to dobře pochopil. No v každém případě tyhle útoky jsou pravidelné a nechtěl nás tím otravovat, což díky bohu tomu útoku došlo za naší za doby, co jsme vlastně tady, ať když kdyby ne, tak třeba by toho barda mohli zabít. Byla by to škoda.
What? You know I am always the last to leave a party. What is wrong?
We were ambushed by Thorstein's men. Rivals I was not made aware of.
Small wonder King Flan does not embrace you, Barret. You cannot keep control of the Vikings in your own city.
Thorstein makes me look like more of an arse than I do on my own.
I see. It is the High King's disfavor that makes this shameful. My cousin, I will take care of Thorstein.
No, I do not want to drag you into this sorry mess. Perhaps you'll accept silver to lie low.
For a week or two. But then he'll be back, and back again. I can remove this blood, once and for all.
Eivor, this is not your fight.
For any and all of your god's sakes, Barith, let Eivor help you.
As of this moment, Barith, my arm is yours. Whatever is needed to bring Flawn's smile upon you, I will do.
Eivor, I've never been so happy.
Your family saved mine those years ago. A fitting reply would be to secure your throne. I will start with Thorstein.
It happens that Siegfried may know something. He once ran with Thorstein's gang.
Sadly true. Seek him tomorrow in the marketplace. After a night of carousing, he likes to recuperate there.
We will begin to forge a bond with High King Flawn on Rise of Sun.
Tak a tímhle začíná právě ten pravý úkol, to pravé DLCčko. A bohužel tenhle stream se chýlí ke konci, ještě se nám to načte, ať to můžeme pak uložit a pokračovat zítra v dopoledních hodinách, takže určitě přijďte. Budu se na vás těšit a pokud se vám tenhle stream líbil, dejte like, nezapomeňte dát odběr, po případě zvoneček, ať vám neunikne žádné další video. A jestli vás cokoliv zajímá, tak napište do komentáře, já vám na ní rád odpovím. Podíváme se na co nám ještě hra nabídne a co je, vyšpinká se zdoružová. A trošku se nám zamotal, lehké popíjení zde asi bylo.
Barith said Siegfried would be at the marketplace. I need to learn about Thorstein.
Máme nějakou kočku, fajn. V každém případě si tady odemkneme ještě rychle cestování a to bude poslední, už vážně poslední věc, kterou v tomhle streamu uvidíte. Nakoupneme na vzhled vlastně tady té části Eska, kde se budeme na začátku nejvíce vyskytovat. Mě docela zabava, že vlastně Eivor má teď oblek Edwarda Kennedyho, který byl až o pár set let později. Ale to vadí. Nám určitě ne, Edwarda jsem měl rád. Tak, takhle vypadá vlastně osada a pozice, kde budeme bojovat. Tamhle nějaký velký modlitevní kout nebo něco. Tamhle to vypadá na velikánskou pevnost. To si myslím, že bychom mohli dobít někdy v čase průběhu hry. Tamhle nějaký kostel nebo něco takového. Tohle Lambaja Abbey, fajn. Tady nějaké srázy, jeskyně. A rád, že tamhle taky něco bude podle té hromady ptáků. Nějaká hrobka nebo tak. Kopec, skrytý úkol. Fajn, tohle bude zajímavé. Tady nám protéká řeka, takže se krásně dostaneme i z lodí. Naše lodě někde tamhle tím směrem, ne, tam už vidím. Opevnění teda mohlo být lepší, všecko ze dřeva, takže myslím si, že nějaký silnější útok, katapulty a takové a tohle městečko by rychle padlo. V každém případě je tohle všechno, co dneska uvidíte. Já vám děkuji za pozornost, mějte se krásně, přeju krásný zbytek večera a u dalšího livestreamu čau čau.